Hi there and welcome back. My name is Cynthia Wakio and we have a very interesting topic for you today, and we're going to be discussing management skills to put on your CV, and I want Mary to start us off by answering that question on the topic. What are the management skills to put on the CV?
Thank you, Wakio, for having me once again. Now, when we talk about management skills, anyone in a situation or in a position whereby now the kind of positions you're targeting are management level based kind of positions, it is very important to know which are some of the right skills to have in your CV to sell you out for those management roles or senior level roles that you are targeting. Because management skills are just but some of the abilities and traits that one is required to have, and they pertain to your ability to handle certain tasks that involves managing people or overseeing teams. So just to mention but a few skills, management skills to include in your CV that are very key nowadays is number one, leadership skills. We all know that management as a position comes with a job description, but leadership doesn't have a job description because it is a skill, it's a quality, it is a trait that is transferable. So leadership skill is very key skill to have in your CV if you're targeting a management role. Number two skill is planning. As a manager, you're required to execute, you're required to determine, you're required to organize or manage a team of people that will be reporting to you. Maybe you will even be in charge of a head of department. So planning skills is very key. This is where we have problem-solving abilities, multitasking, as well as even being able to think strategically on behalf of the team that you're leading. And also organizational skills, very key to include in your CV. Organizational skills goes hand in hand with time management, because as a manager, this is some of the traits you're required to have for you to be able to succeed or to thrive in that space. Of course, you can't afford not to be able to communicate effectively at that level. So communication, effective communication skills goes without say. Those are just but some of the skills one is required to have to include in their CV when targeting management roles.
So you could have the skills, but you do not know how to position them in your CV, in that the potential employer sees this and picks out your CV for the job. So how do you position these management skills in your CV?
Well, in terms of how to position them in your CV, this skill set can appear in the career profile summary in the CV, or in the achievement section in the CV, or even in the duties and responsibilities in the work history section, just to outline some of the tasks you've been responsible for in the previous positions you've handled. But it goes beyond just highlighting them in the CV like most candidates do. You find they have highlighted a set of skills in the CV that they believe they are very good at. For you to make you stand out, the management skills you have to stand out in the CV, you have to align them to the role that you are being interviewed for, that you are applying for. Is the skill relevant to the role? And then in terms of relevance, to what extent is it adding value to that position that you're applying for? If you're able to align it in terms of relevance, then it makes you to stand out in the CV. It makes your CVs to stand out. And then number two, for the skill to stand out in the CV, incorporate practical examples, concrete examples with numbers, because nowadays recruiters or hiring managers appreciate numbers. It attracts, it captures their attention. So when you just highlight the skill, but you don't go ahead to showcase or to elaborate how that skill, what you've been able to do to make you acquire that skill, or that is making you to stand out in that skill, it makes your CV to be categorized just as a general CV. So how do you incorporate examples and numbers? For example, if you're talking about leadership skill, for example, so you highlight in your CV either in the achievement section or in the career profile summary, that I managed to lead a team of maybe 30 people who are mainly tasked with, for example, preparing the strategic plan for the year 2022-2025. Yeah. So, and the strategic plan has been successfully implemented so that it is putting you in action. And then number 3, very key, to make it stand out, just don't be specific. Sometimes being specific makes the recruitment managers or the hiring personnel to doubt whether you've actually been able to acquire that skill. Because when you just highlight it and we go straight to your work history section, and we can't see any responsibility you've handled that could lead to you acquiring that skill, then it makes the skill to appear so vague. So it is important to be specific. It is important to align the skill to the role, make it relevant so that it adds value, and also back it up with examples.
Yeah. It has to be relevant. You have to demonstrate how these skills align and not just mention them, or leaderships, that's monotonous.
Yes, very true.
All right. Thank you for that. And thank you for watching. If you don't know how to position your management skills in a CV and you need help, we do offer CV writing services here at Corporate Staffing Services. We're going to leave a link below with more information about our CV writing service and how we can help you. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.